Well, welcome to One Simple Recipe, where we're hoping to get you one step closer to better health. And today it's all about tin fish. We are going to talk about all the possibilities and hopefully encourage you to stock that pantry with more of them. I'm Judy Matusky. I'm a registered dietitian with Athens Nutrition. And today's recipe is smoked trout on toast with some herbs and some red pepper jelly and a little bit of mustard. But I also just wanted to talk a little bit about tin fish. So maybe some of you aren't sure even what that means, because I think we're used to saying canned fish. I just think tin fish sounds a little bit nicer. And we're finding that, at least in this country, that more and more of them and different varieties are showing up in the markets, which is awesome. So it's not just tuna fish and maybe smoked salmon. There's more options out there, which is awesome. So tin fish, you can find it pretty much anywhere. There are so many different variations of tin fish. We've got mackerel, herring, sardines, anchovies, salmon, smoked salmon. We're using smoked trout. Mine today is going to be from Trader Joe's, although I have to say the last 2 times I've been to Trader Joe's, I haven't been able to find it. I need to ask them. I'm hoping that they're not going to discontinue it because it's so good. If you can't find the smoked trout, they do have smoked salmon, so that's an option. But these are just from 2 that I picked up at Trader Joe's, out and about, different markets. These are it's gourmet kind of sardine in spices and spices in a olive oil sauce. This is Atlantic herring that's in like a tomato sauce, like a spicy tomato sauce. And that's what's so fun about them, because you can find them already seasoned. So they might be in a spicy tomato sauce. They might just be in a blend of different herbs. Sometimes they're just packed in olive oil and salt. All are great options. So just experiment a little bit. If you're a little fish hesitant, yes, they do have a stronger flavor. If you like salmon, or you like an oily fish, like even like a trout, or something like that, then I think you're going to be fine with these tinned fish. I think you're going to find that they're really pretty good as far as flavor and not overly intense. So let's just give them a try. All right, this is a cute little cookbook that I happened to find. It's called Tin to Table. It's so cute. It has everything you could possibly want to do with tin fish in all kinds of different super easy recipes. And that's what I love about tin fish. I have my toast. I have some sourdough bread that my friend made for me. She's been making some sourdough. So this is a whole grain sourdough piece of toast that I just popped out of the toaster, which is what we're going to use as our base. So anyway, so tin fish. All right, why have it? Because it's great. It's so versatile. It's just one of those pantry staples that can be around pretty long, and that you can have this at breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or even as a snack. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll build this. All right, so I've got my toast, and I love to just use like a grainy mustard. This is just a grainy Dijon. You could use any mustard of your choice, or you could certainly leave it out, but I'm going to just spread a little bit of the Dijon on the bottom. This is one of my go-to lunches when I'm not sure what else to have. I always have these things in my fridge and in my pantry, so it's pretty easy for me to throw this together really quickly, especially if I want a really fast lunch. This is just some red pepper jam, which I absolutely love. It's one of my favorites. I use it a lot in a lot of different sauces. I use it a lot when I'm making certain kinds of toast. All right, so the base, I'm just putting the red pepper jam and some grainy mustard. Now we're going to go ahead and take this tin fish. This is smoked trout, as I showed you earlier. I drained the oil off, and it's 2 really nice meaty fillets in here. And again, this one I really like. I would say if you're a little hesitant and not sure about tin fish, this would be a place to start, because this really, it's just, I think, an elevated tuna fish in a way. It's not real strong. It doesn't have a real strong smoky flavor, which is great because I don't particularly like that anyway. All right, you're going to use the whole tin. So the tins of fish are usually around 3.5 ounces, give or take, but the nutritional quality is unbelievable. So you're getting like at least 20 grams of protein in that little tin, which is exactly what most women need for a meal. And what I kind of not forgot, but I had to look it up because I wasn't sure, what else is this providing? I knew omega-3 fatty acids, but what I didn't realize was how much. So one of these tins, whether it's salmon or sardines or trout, gives you most of them over 1,000 milligrams of DHA and EPA, which are the really important omega-3 fatty acids that we should get daily. And right now, the USDA is saying if we get about 250 milligrams a day, that's pretty good. I mean, that's about pretty much what we probably need. So just one tin's giving you over 1,000, which is awesome. And the other thing that I kind of forgot about was that tin fish is a great source of vitamin D. So most of these tins, not all, but they'll vary a little bit, but can give you like 30% to 45% of your daily value of vitamin D, which is almost impossible to get in food. It's a really tough one to get enough in your diet. So, those are just added bonuses. Not only is it delicious and super pantry friendly and super easy, you don't have to cook it. You can, but you don't have to. But a lot of great nutrient benefits. All right, so tin fish, this smoked trout, the entire can right now. Tin is on there. Now, this is where you can just play with it. And I just go with what I have in my fridge. I always have lemon. So I'm just going to drizzle this with a little fresh lemon juice. And I almost always have fresh dill right now. Our fresh herbs right now, my husband's pulling some in from the greenhouse. So we have some basil, we have some chives, we have some dill. So I have some chives chopped up with some fresh dill. Usually if I just have fresh dill and lemon, that might be all I'll do. But right now I have a great variety of some herbs. So I'm gonna do some chopped chives, dill. I have some fresh basil that I just kind of julienned here a little bit. I'll put some of that on top. The more the better, because it just, you can't go, in my opinion, I feel like you can't go too heavy on herbs. And then I do have some scallions. So just for a little, little onion bite here, I'm just gonna add a few scallions to the top. All right, then I love a little heat. So I'm gonna do, this is Aleppo pepper, or you could do a little crushed red pepper if you want. And then maybe even just a little bit of black pepper. And this is it. This is it. I'm going to do another squeeze of lemon just on top of those herbs. All right. And you've got this amazing, amazing little, it could be a snack, could be a lunch, could be dinner, could be breakfast. Love it, love it, love it. So please give it a try. And you don't have to limit it to toast. You could put your tin fish and toss it with your pasta, toss it with some canned beans, maybe add it to your eggs, but play with it. And I think you're going to find that you really are going to really enjoy it. All right. Let me know if you do. The recipe's online. Again, Judy Matesi with Athens Nutrition. Reach out if you have any nutrition concerns or questions. We're happy to meet with you. Stay well until next week. All right. Bye-bye.